Look at my little kitties. Give me kitty. Ready for dinner? Hold on a minute. I don't think there's anybody there yet, so we got time to do some foods. Alrighty. You gonna come get some dinner? Get out of there, Cocker. Get back, little buddy. You got away, man. Hey, Sims. Yeah. Get your butt over there. Hey, spin around, mister. Spin around. Somebody's there. Hold on. Are you gonna let me feed you? I bring you this over there. Will you eat that? Turn the TV on for you. Chandra, hello. Can you hear me at all? Let's see if I got some volume here. I'm hoping you guys could hear me. You're the best. Oh my gosh. Chandra, I gotta tell you, can you hear me all right? I hope you guys could hear. This thing should be working pretty good. Awesome. Yeah, Chandra, so happy that you joined. Because, oh man, I know you went through a tough time. I think probably about 3-4 weeks ago, losing one of your furry friends, and talk about timing. We lost our Daisy too. She died in her bed, and don't want to talk about sad stuff, but I know that you went through, you shared a lot, and I appreciate that, and I hope you're doing good. It always leaves room for something else to come through in our life, like cats. Never would have thought I would have had these things. I'm just so happy you guys are here. I'm actually, obviously you can see that I'm not prepared in any way whatsoever, and that's normal for me. But for 2 days now, I've been on a rescue mission for 2 St. Bernards. So I just posted that video. I haven't done the short, and absolutely amazing. Yesterday I took off and got the call, and Jennifer was busy with cats, and sure enough, I got out there and it was dark, and after about 2 hours, I located the dogs, and one of them was, she called it lame. I guess that means you're limping or something or unable to walk, but man, about 5 miles away from her house, from this animal sanctuary, I spotted him with the thermal drone, and I could see the one dog limping, and they came down to the house, and was in a really tough spot because I was about 5 miles away. You know, if you had to drive to this house, you had to go through a canyon, but I was on my very last battery, and I called the owners. I'm like, you got to come out. I got him. And by the time we got to the house, those dogs were long gone, and I didn't have another drone battery. So I stressed all night and headed out this morning, and sure enough, man, oh my gosh, we've had 2 St. Bernards, and she was so happy. And I'm just so happy you guys are here. I've been trying to do this live. Actually have like a chair and stuff, so I'm just sitting on the floor. I wasn't prepared, but I've been wanting to do this and share some of my upcoming rescues. Whole bunch of stuff coming up. If anybody can remember, if I was prepared, I could put the pictures and the dogs up there. But if you guys, obviously a lot of you guys have followed the channel, and we had Gizmo, and Jennifer ended up with Penny. But Jennifer has Gizmo and Penny, and Gizmo's dad is getting released from jail next month. And so I'm going to share that encounter. trying to find him a job. But I know Jennifer's gonna have a tough time giving that dog back because, hey, you can't drink coffee, because they've actually just fallen in love with that dog. And what else? Yeah, so 4 cats, and I gotta tell you, I had no idea this was gonna happen with cats. These things are crazy, out just over my head. Growing up, I've only ever had like 1 cat at a time, and just like even before these, we had 1 house cat, and put 4 rescue cats or TNR cats together in a room. I could pet 2 of them. I got Sammy and I got Jackie, and they're absolutely amazing. But they wreck this house. They are worse than dogs. I got in this closet. There was a big giant bean bag, and if you guys remember all the little styrofoam beads, well, sure enough, what are you doing? Sure enough, they got into the closet, and when I opened, would you get off of me? When they got in there, opened the door, this whole room and every cat was filled with the white static styrofoam beads, and I'm just like, it's just too much. Dogs don't even do this. But they'll get this wheel going, and they just don't stop. They do not stop. They are amazing. Get your butt over here. I just absolutely love them, and they're actually therapeutic because I can come in and get kitty love, and sometimes it calms me down as I go a million miles an hour, 10,000 thoughts. But man, I sure love cats and doggies. And I want to see who's all up on here. Hi, Linda. You guys rock. I'm so happy you guys are here. I tried doing it last week, and somehow nobody could chat, so I didn't see anybody was there, and I had to panic. I'm like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And no, I think I got this down, and I want to actually take this live into somebody. You are too much. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. What are you going to do with these things? Come on, missus. You are to the wild. There's another one up here named Chi, and it's just out of the, goes 800 miles an hour. I'm at my daughter's house right now. 3 cats, huh? See, they are chaos, and I could pick the hours from about 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock. The wheel's gonna go, and I think they literally jump from that corner to that corner, and you can just hear them bouncing all day long. Oh, I got that little thing for you. I got this today, guys. There you go, mister. Chaos. It is. It's total chaos. And I really messed up. Total beginner cat person. So I had Sammy. And he hasn't grown much, but he's... So I had this little guy, and I was doing his eye medicines, and his eyes were all gooped up, so I was carrying him around, and I heard the microwave go. And there's 5 or 6 dogs out there, but wasn't worried about the dogs. So anyways, I got out there and I walked into the microwave and got food out or whatever. And Sammy had his purr machine going, and I just kept petting him, and I'm like, heck. So I sat down on the couch, right, with all the dogs. Nobody moved. Sammy looks over, and he looks that way, and he goes back to purring, and then it had to be like 3 seconds later. It just didn't fit, and poor Sammy bit me, and he was hissing. Hey, I am gonna spank you. But yeah, Sammy saw dogs, and he just went to the hiss mode, and then ended up trying to carry him back to the room, and he bit me, and I was pouring blood, and it was a bad kitty move. That's just not good. So what else is coming up now? Yeah, I thought you thought that was funny. I got about 2 or 3 videos I want to share here in the next couple days with you guys, and I don't know what kind of dog the first video I'm gonna upload tomorrow. Somebody told me it was a cane corso, and I don't know if all cane corsos are black, but oh my gosh, I met this dog and it looked like a steroid. It was just huge, and you can see the vein sticking out of his forehead. And I saw a couple cane corsos a couple years ago, or about a year ago. There was a family, or a man, he had 2 homeless kids, and so I brought him here for a couple weeks, and yeah, he had 2 cane corsos, and they shredded the house, literally shredded this house. But that's why I like dogs. You guys, I also turned on the community tab so I could start posting to the community. I don't know much about that stuff, but I do know that I'll be posting a lot more, and I'll give you guys a heads up when I'm doing some uploads. But I'm all set for doing like live doggy wish bag visits. I think that'll be so much fun sharing that with you guys because they go so well. And somebody asked me, how is it meeting people? Jackie is in somebody asked me, how is it meeting people on the street? And I'll say this, out of 100, almost 100 all the time are the most friendly people. It's strange that for people that have nothing or very little, seem to be very, very nice. I don't know. I can go to a grocery store and out of 10 people, I like saying hello. Um, a lot of people just don't want to talk, but I just like talking to people. I must see the cane corso. Yes, that's what I can't wait to post it because I want to see. You guys are experts. Um, I read about it, or I looked them up on the internet, and it's like another dog breed where they get a bad rap. Just as a lot of the pit type dogs and stuff, but absolutely this dog was just amazing. It's not an infectious personality. I'm just shy. You guys are too bad. You guys make me giggle too much. It really make me giggle. This guy, I've been fighting with him for about a week, and he's just got the sniffs and the bad drips, and I'm worried about the black one because I can't catch her, and I know that she needs to probably see a vet to get some sort of antibiotics, and I know that has to be done by a shot, and I can't get it to where I can go catch her and stick her in a box and take her, but I think I'm gonna have to do something because she is just sneezing and all the windows are filled with snot, and I blamed it on the other cats, but I wish there was something that you could give cats like antibiotics so you don't have to give them a shot. So what else? I'm going to include, Jennifer and I are going to include a lot of our drone videos if people like seeing those. I don't post a lot of them because they don't always have very good endings, and I have like mental crashes after 2 or 3 days if I don't find the dog. Man, I feel like I should find 100% of them, and I know that's not possible. But then after like the second or third day, it's intense. There's a lot to do. Keeping the drone in the air and making sure you're doing everything legal. And man, that time, by the second day, I'm just like, I suck. And I'm not making videos out visiting friends, but it's definitely a passion that I love. And like the video today, just to have the owner, be reunited. I think that's awesome. It's like, there's nothing more fulfilling than that. Let me see in here. So, well, that's what I was gonna say. Scatterbrain. Um, I have. Oh, I told you guys I got the videos coming. Obviously, I gotta get a haircut. The more fun I have, and the longer I stay out doing stuff, less I take care of myself. And I was just laughing because my hair was like, holy cow! I had 15 minutes to come turn this on, and I jumped in there. Yeah, to quit beating yourself. I'm not beating myself up, but I just you guys are making me. This is fun. It's weird because I can't see people, and I have like it's like synesthesia. So everything's a picture. Like when people are talking in numbers, I see the numbers, I see the pictures, and so I think that was my hardest thing with the live trying to do it in the past is it's hard to look at a camera and there's no people. Then I look at the words, and so I got to put all these together, and I'm getting good at it. But all right, get my thought back to where that's the ADHD at its best. Also, I haven't slept in 2 days, so this dog search I just did, I think I slept for 2 hours this morning, probably like from 3 to 4. And when I left this morning, I knew I was gonna find him, and yeah, that was so cool. Thank you. Sandra, you guys are too nice to me. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I keep trying to get back. So back to the community post. I promised you guys I want to do way more than one live update a week, but if you guys kind of give me some ideas, things that you want me to cover or talk about, or you just freelance it until then, I don't know. Not getting any more cats, that's for sure. No more kitty cats. No more kitty cats. Let's see. Hello, LF. Hello to everybody, man. This is so much fun. I'm probably blowing your guys' ears out because like the audio. I'm hoping it works okay. But I know Jennifer. She was going to be here to help with the live. She has just annihilated a cat colony. And so much, I think it's really taken her into the poorhouse because holy cow, it gets so expensive doing cats. And last month, it was just cat after cat. And it's about $50 to after you trap them. And then you got to go get them spayed, neutered. And we go to the Humane Society, and then there's another vet. But on top of that, we had Gizmo. That was a rescue dog, little fluffy guy. He had, what was it? Foxtail. So he had a little surgery in his paw and some other stuff. And it was like walk out of there about a $900 bill. That's about how much every vet costs just to get in the door, I think. But she is going to help. We're going to work together, and we're going to be doing a lot of the neighborhood searches. Cats and dogs, and we have the next door neighborhood app. People are posting every day, and it's a lot easier finding animals when they're lost and somebody notifies you immediately. But that's going to be fun. So, and we'll have a higher success rate. So when somebody calls and says, "Hey, my dog's gone for the last 5 or 6 hours," man, we got a chance at finding those ones easily. So we're going to include those. I think they're a lot of fun. And got a robot dog. I haven't showed you guys the robot dog, so it'll follow me around. And let me see, it's gonna have a bag. I was gonna put Sammy on top of my robot dog, and I'm gonna give him a bed, a little chariot, so he could just go cruising around. But I'm gonna put doggy wish bags on my robot dog, and I'm gonna make one day where I'm just gonna walk the railroad tracks, and that'll be kind of fun. So it'll be kind of unique, kind of silly actually to have a robot dog. All the dogs that I have, they attack it, so it's actually a good tool because a lot of the searches that we go on and the dogs don't want to come back to you. If there was another dog or even the robot dog, they'll follow it back usually. So we're gonna give that a shot. But got that, and then oh my gosh, I got some cool. There was a vendor that wanted to send me an e-bike, and they said, well, would you be able to go and do short videos? They like the short videos. And it has a basket on the back of the bike. And I got all excited. And then they just contacted me like week after week. And I guess it's kind of hard to get stuff shipped from China because of tariffs or something. But the bike, I think it was about a $2,000 bike. And now they're saying it's about $4,000 or double the cost. And they said they have to wait. And that's a bummer. So anyways, I don't need a bike to go and have fun and help people. Got myself. See anybody else on in here? You guys rock, I'm telling you. So, oh, even better. So you guys will like this. Not tomorrow, I think it's the next day. I'll get it scheduled tomorrow, but I actually cleaned my whole kitchen to where it's got lights and you can actually see the countertops and the stove. So I'm going to do the next live broadcast in there. And it's going to be all the dogs. Got dinner tables. And hi, Jenny. But I'm going to have the dogs. Me and the dogs always used to cook. It's been my favorite thing, pastime, is cooking. And I'm going to invite you guys into the kitchen and I'm going to throw a whole bunch of stuff together. And the dogs are just fun. And I have a good time. Susie Q, hello. Oh, hello, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so, back to the cats, too. So, does anybody experienced taking cats from the street or adopting stray cats? Because I got 2 that I can't pet, and I always wonder if I'm ever going to be able to pet them. And I'm always going to keep them, even if I couldn't pet them, because I absolutely love them. But I'm getting closer and closer. Like Emmy, the black one over there, I named her Emmy because she has green eyes. And now I could get about face to face, and if I talk really nice, she'll actually go to sleep. So I'm taking that as a sign that she's like allowing me. I'm gonna go see if I can get the plate from her. I'm gonna take a plate. Yeah. Are you gonna come out? Wanted you guys to see Chi. You can eat that? Jenny, I've seen everybody's kitty cats. I'm telling you. Did I ever get a TV for the cat TV? Yeah, and that was the scariest thing ever. I put it on YouTube, but I put it on a bird channel. It was just outdoors and it was birds. And, well, Emmy and Chi up there about went through the TV, and it's not like just once. They just do it over and over and over, and it's like you figure, hey, that's a plastic bird, but I'm going to put it on, and it keeps them entertained very well. But Jenny, you showed me, man, your video. I had to get a TV. They don't. Well, I'll show you. Hold on here. What's up, SA? It's gonna be chaos. You gotta let the commercial go. All right, sorry guys. So if somebody goes through the TV, I'm gonna blame it on you guys. No. And nobody's gonna go look at it. There her ear goes. There she goes. I can see her going down to the TV. Ooh, there's an actual channel called Cats. I will try that. Ooh, and the fish. I was hoping I'd have more kitty action for you guys. Like I said, I wasn't prepared, and I literally came from washing my hair, from a rescue to washing my hair to right into here. And not that I needed to wash my hair. I am gonna go look at that channel, cats. That's very good. So you guys, drop me like something in the comments or post or something, things you want me to include that we could talk about or do. It'll be a lot more fun than this. I use the tablet. I didn't think about a tablet. Just like on top of it. Yeah, I think the TV is going to be a hit. They've kind of like settled down a little bit, but it keeps her attention, and plus it's kind of, let me turn that down, and it's kind of tight. 4 cats by themselves in this room. You good? So, back to what I was saying. Probably be a while before we integrate any dog action in here, but I have all the fixins for making a humongous catio that's way bigger than this room, and it'll go right out the window or one of these windows. So I think that'll be fun once the cats can get outside and live as a regular cat. Knit with Linda. You went out and filmed today, right? I just have to squeeze this little guy. I got to show you guys. You know when they, when you trap and do the trap, neuter, and release on cats when they go to the Humane Society, so that you can tell when they've been trapped and neutered and they put them back out. They nip the ear, but you got to see Mr. Sammy. I think they took half of his ear. Look at this ear. They took the half. Yeah. So yeah, poor guy's got some eye droopies and sneezers. And you, what? You ain't going anywhere. You my scoober. Yeah. So pretty. Yeah. Well, guys, anybody got anything wants me to answer I can do for anybody? I'll call it. Look up Cat TV. That is exactly what I'm going to do. Used to have a dog that would just watch TV. It wouldn't even have to be dog TV, just anybody. Just turn the TV on and he would watch it and have his reactions. Go out onto. Yeah, I'm going to make a. I want to make like something bigger than a catio. I want to be like a cat town. No, they just need to have something that they can get outside and, you know, feel like a cat. I think it's a lot of this stimulation and stuff. So they sit out here and they look, and all they see is rabbits and a lot of bunny rabbits, some coyotes, but got to keep them protected. They won't be outdoor cats. Thank you guys. You guys, this is like my passion to be here and do the things I do, and you guys really fuel me up all the time. I swear. And I'm gonna. Are you gonna come out? Hoping you guys can see Chi. Keeps popping her head out. Chi. She's gonna make it to the TV. I hope. I hope somebody was gonna book on the wheel. This is my twin to my boogie. Yeah, absolutely. Jenny, I think I've seen all your cats just about. You get me all fueled up to want to do cat videos, and like today, it's like they're so addicting. It's like when I go to the pet store, I'm always looking for like little toys. Just love them. Yeah, cats are definitely chaos. Totally different than what I thought it would be like having dogs, that's for sure. And so, yeah. Oh, the animal rescue. The dog I went to today, or the St. Bernards, the owner, amazing lady. She's just recovering from breast cancer, had a full mastectomy, and been struggling keeping her animal sanctuary going. They got all these miniature donkeys or burros. I don't know, donkeys, burros, but all kinds of small animals, a whole ton of cats and dogs. And I'm hoping Jennifer and I are going up there on this Thursday, day after tomorrow, and we're gonna go visit and see what we can do, and hopefully we're taking some food, and hopefully let me meet some of them animals. I think it'll be the coolest. There's Chi. That cat is dangerous. Not like danger, just super fast, super fast. Crazy. I love cats. How did the lady with the St. Bernards get a hold of you? Oh my gosh. So, there's this place called Palomino Valley, just north of, or about a half hour out of here. And there's all kinds of, they're large properties out in the desert, out in this valley. And there's a lot of kennels. I think there's about 5 or 6 kennels out there where people are just watching people's dogs. And I used to go, Jennifer and I have been out there in the last 6 months, 4 or 5 times of kennels calling me saying, we lost a client's dog. And it's like, I couldn't imagine that stress, having a kennel and losing dogs. But 4 in a row, we went out there and they just end up calling 2 or 3 days later, which is crazy because the predators, the mountain lions and the coyotes in that area are just relentless. But we haven't had much luck. And this lady that has this animal sanctuary, her name is Billy Joe. She had one of the kennels text her my number, and I sat there and I got the text, and I just go, gosh, I gotta go back out there. And I met her, and I just started crying. She had like this rainbow gate that you drive through, and a big giant rainbow bus, and there was burros and miniature horse, everything. It was just an animal sanctuary. And she came out and gave me a hug, and just fell in love with her. And it's like, let's go find them. And I was happy. It was just things lined up, and it was fun. Hey. Yeah, I love these little white booties. Those little white booties, they're nice. They're so nice. Yeah. Ah, you're amazing. All you guys. It's funny. Everybody says, the world needs more people like you, or somebody will say, um, chaos in the world. Man, I haven't been in touch with anything on the news or media, I think, since 2019 or 2020. I'd stopped working to put all my efforts into starting a fishing guide business, and I've got a overly expensive boat in the garage. It's been there for 5 years, and all the gear and just everything in the world just compounded to where it didn't happen. And whew, I remember watching the news, and it was just, the world was ending, and being highly sensitive. Just after a while, and I was in therapy at the time, and I remember my therapist telling me, start to, look at your inputs. What do you consume every day, from others? And it was always the news, and I was always pissed off, and I hung up. I disconnected from the world, and it's probably not the right thing to do, but mentally it helped me a lot. But I can tell because I'll be in the store and people will be like, oh my gosh, this and that, and screaming. And I don't know, I think should stay in touch with what's going on. But I do a lot better for myself if I just hide in my own little world, and it's embarrassing to say. Not embarrassing, just I think people like me better. Oh shoot. Don't get my fan. This cat is going to get me. So fast. Might as well not even look. Yes, it's, yeah, the news. Chandra's just, you got to watch it to know what's going on. And like Jennifer, she'll always be like, hey, this is going on. And she'll share a lot and then just move on. But, everything for me, just in everyday stuff is like a distraction. Like if I'm going to try and I'm going to make a video today, I have to hyper focus those tasks or I won't complete anything. I'll end up somewhere else, and it's just the way I work. And so I try to make my own little not private, my own space to accomplish things. And my family does pretty well, giving me space to do things. And sound like I'm broken, but no, it's like distractions, and it's the external world that used to just. I was a different person. I'm not sure. Got off track, guys. I did drink a lot of coffee. And I don't even drink sodas at all. But I think I drank 4 or 5 energy drinks. And they're the worst. I could feel myself like wanting to sleep right now, but also bouncing off the walls. And I'm already naturally a wired person. I have to see the comments. Good thing you have the drone. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Tell me if this is bad. So, back to the drones. Yes. I was out in this valley, and Jennifer and I fly they're large drones. They're, they're relatively large drones, and some of the thermal ones, and got a call from a lady. I'll let you guys hear it.
Resident out in Palomino Valley, and I understand from our next door Facebook posts that you've been out with your drone looking for Billy Joe Stokes St. Bernards. And
this was just a random call after we found the dogs, and I'm like, I better answer it. And this lady thought I was flying a small drone around her house.
I hope that you were successful in locating them, but we had a concern because yesterday about 5:30 in the afternoon, there was a very small drone like a hornet size one. I mean, was itty bitty, but it was inside our fenced yard perimeter in Palomino Valley. We're on 40 acres, which I totally understand flying over, the open land part. But this drone was only about, 40 feet above us. We were outside at the time, but it was, within 75 feet of our house, and in going to the front and the back of the house, and it looked like, it could be this apologizing because you're doing a very good job with your company, but you have to think in your mind about a meth head out with some cheap drone that they picked up, for, not much money, and I was, flying around the house, checking it out to see, what's there and if it's an easy one to break into when people are not there. So we just wanted to see if that was your drone. That was our main concern. If not, then we're.
So yeah, anyways, I called her and I'm like, ma'am, I'm sure I wasn't flying around your house. And sure enough, early this morning I got a text, and it was a person saying, I'd like to volunteer. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then he told me he had a small little FPV drone, and the FPV is, the first person view. We put the goggles on, and the drone's good for, about 6 minutes, and you got to come back and for flipping around. And he asked me, and I'm like, I can't authorize you. It's like, it's up to you. But sure enough, he was, I think he was buzzing people's houses, you know, like in the front yard, let's go around the windows. And absolutely, totally illegal. Can't do that kind of stuff. So, um, anybody else have any questions? Anything fun? I know I haven't seen some of our regular friends for a while, but oh, does Jennifer still have the little dog Penny? Yes. And tomorrow or the next day, we're gonna do a Penny and Gizmo update. And Penny is just outraged. That dog's about this big, and she is the zoomy machine. Pew pew. Um, Really strange because Jennifer, her whole life, has been a cat person, dedicated to cats, massive cat person. Just learned everything about cats. And the day I came home with that little Penny, you know, for $60 and 2 chickens, you know, she never looked back. That is her baby. They're out in the garden, and holy cow. And like I said, she even adopted a Gizmo until Daddy comes out of jail. And but Penny's safe. That's one spoiled dog. Amazing dog. I'm hoping to bring her in here on one of our updates and share, because she'll be safe with these animals. Your apartment is your bubble. Is that your safe place? Yeah, I did. Yeah, everybody go check out Jenny's YouTube channel. She's got a whole bunch of cats. Who don't like cats? Man, I had so much more. Hey, I'm gonna be grounding some people around here, or some kitty cats. Oh, speaking of kitty cats, biggest thing I learned: you need a lot of litter boxes, and I had no idea that cats crap and pee that much. So I ended up having to, I don't know if I can turn the camera, but ended up, now there's 3 of them right there. And I'm going to have to invent, like, what is it, the litter robot. They have this big drum where cats jump in it and it spins. Man, I have a Harbor Freight cement mixer. It's not as good anymore, so I'm sick of making a kitty thing. But holy cow, yeah, litter boxes, man. The cats really fill those things up fast. Chaos is fun. Um, I'll put out a post for everybody, or yeah, I'll put out a post now that I turned on the community section and I figured out how to get a hold of everybody. Um, I'm doing some cooking, having some fun cooking in the kitchen with the dogs because they are wild. And I had to go get rugs. Get over here, Mrs. I had to go get some rugs for the wood floor because their feet just sound like a bunch of tiny dancers. A little tiny dancer. And the tick, 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 tick. You found her channel. Yeah, their cats are addicting. What was I saying? I forgot. Who cares? Too much fun. There's people here. Um, so that's about it, guys. I know we have Jennifer. We got a whole bunch of kitty stuff coming. She actually is helping. She lent 3 traps to um, some folks that are out in this neighborhood and underneath their house. Kitty heaven! They're just loaded, and Jennifer kind of gave them the ins and outs, and here's how you bait them, and you got to have an appointment before you trap them, and holy cow, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to go there this week also and see if we can help out, maybe get them some food, help with some of the trapping, let them pay the bills on those. Oh my gosh. So I'll share that with everybody. It's supposed to be a whole bunch of cats. And I thought it was a whole lot of cats when Jennifer got the last cat colony. I think it was 40 cats in there and approximately 15 had not made it. But out of all the rest, I ended up keeping 2. And I thought that was a huge cat colony, and heck no. This right here, this little girl, and the one on the wheel, came from a cat colony of over 100 cats, and it was a lady. The house was just overran. It was just beyond imaginable, and so that was a really big group, TNR group. That I wish I'm gonna have to meet him someday and go out for a ride along on the big kitty hunts. But yeah, I walked into the Humane Society the next day because they brought in like 100 or 70 cats, and I just looked at them in the eyes. Well, I'll take that one, and threw them in a box. And out came 2 wild mountain lions. Well, everybody, if anybody, what do you got? It's time for me to go to bed. Me too. Oh my gosh, 4 a.m. I wanted to say thanks to everybody and absolutely appreciate you all so much. And I love you. You guys are amazing. And look for my post. I'll put it out tomorrow for the cooking live cooking show. Not that I'm a good cook. Not. I'm a pretty good cook. I'm a good dog cook. Um, Hope you guys join me, and thank you all for your love. And you guys are always somebody that I can talk to, and you guys have amazing opinions. And thank you. Have a good day, guys. A good night. Everybody get to work. Night, guys. I love you all.